Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Citrus College's annual and first ever virtual Convocation celebration. I am John Vaughn, the Dean of Visual and Performing Arts, and it is my pleasure to serve as your virtual MC this morning. I hope that you and your loved ones are all well and staying safe. You know, 2020 has been an unusual year, to say the very least. I hope that 30 years from now, we are all hopefully able to say we made it through COVID-19 and these very challenging times we've been living through the last few months. And that's why we wanted to have a small semblance of normalcy for you this morning, like when we normally meet on campus. And so we started this morning's presentation with that wonderful video by our very own Flextones. Weren't they fabulous? They're all made up of Citrus College faculty. They are Gino Munoz on trumpet, Bill Haney on saxophone, Ken Edwards on keys and trumpet, Sean Fitzpatrick on percussion, Tony Bonsera on trumpet, Merlin Kelly on bass, Brian Taylor on drums, Daniel Silva on saxophone, and Mike Cottle served as the audio and video engineer. Way to go, guys. It is so amazing to have such wonderful talent here at Citrus College. I would now like to take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge the distinguished members of the Board of Trustees who continue to advocate for student success and to support Citrus College. Trustee Patricia Rasmussen, President of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Sue Keith, Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Joanne Montgomery, Clerk Secretary of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Barbara Dickerson, Member of the Board, Trustee Edward Ortel, Member of the Board, and Mr. Austin Riggs, Student Trustee. We would also like to thank the Citrus College Foundation for their continued support of our students, faculty, and staff. Big thank you to all of you. You truly help make Citrus College what it is on a daily basis. I would also like to recognize our 2020 constituent group leaders. Mr. Gino Munoz, President of the Academic Senate, Mr. Jorge Cortez, President of CSEA, Dr. Dave Ryba, President of CCFA, Mr. Cole Lamoureux, President of the Supervisors Confidential Team, Ms. Tina Mittler, President of the Management Team, Ms. Linda Chan, President of the Adjunct Faculty Federation, Ms. Jennifer Munguia, President of the Associated Students of Citrus College. We would also like to recognize the organizations that have supported this year's convocation. The Citrus College Foundation, thank you for your generosity. And the Foothill Federal Credit Union, thank you to all of our wonderful distinguished guests who are with us here this morning. Following this portion of our presentation, we ask that you please be sure to join us at 10 a.m. for today's Convocation General Session entitled Identifying and Disrupting Bias, presented by Ms. Emily Singer and Ms. Azizi Williams. Their bios can be found in the Convocation program at citruscollege.edu/convocation. Our presenters will help participants recognize and respond to bias in the classroom as well as the workplace, and offer strategies to promote a sense of belonging within the college community. Our thanks to Ms. Nikawana Shaw and Dr. Dana Hester, our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force co-leads, for kicking off this session and introducing our presenters. And now, please help me welcome our Superintendent President, Dr. Geraldine Perry.
Good morning. I'm pleased to welcome you to our 2020 Convocation. Never would I have imagined that I would be presenting to you a college update from an empty Ha Performing Arts Center. It really isn't quite the same. While we may be in separate spaces, your energy, vitality, and contributions to our college community are definitely apparent, and I thank you. As we navigate this new way of life, we know that it is imperative that we continue our traditions. Although the format of this event may not be the same, it is important that we gather, even virtually, to support our common goal of student success and college completion. Who would have thought that our current educational lingo in 2020 would be dominated by words like online, remote, virtual, synchronous, asynchronous, and of course, Zoom. And our day-to-day lives would be so focused on this vicious virus, and that we would be bombarded daily with reports of the number of new cases, news of vaccine trials, and local efforts to mitigate transmission of the disease, and the list goes on and on. These difficult times have made it even more important for us to each prevail in our role, whether faculty or staff member or trustee or administrator. Each of us plays a critical role in keeping Citrus College open, functioning, and moving forward. Each of us is making it possible for students to maintain their dream of an education, their dream of gaining new knowledge and new technical skills to safeguard and protect their future. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for all you have done to keep us going during our new normal. Thank you for embracing the change and for trying to use these moments of challenge as opportunities for learning, creativity, and innovation. Your hard work has also inspired our students to persist. Our students have been so willing to adapt during these trying times. Despite being faced with limited technological resources and inadequate learning spaces, they've made the best of it. Yes, they have used their cars as their classrooms or have found a beautiful open outdoor area to practice their new dance routine, or utilized home supplies to conduct a scientific experiment. Speaking of being resourceful, take a look at some of our dance students.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough.
Supporting our students during these times is extremely critical. As a college, we've reached out and provided those students in need with assistance. I'm pleased to note that as of today, our financial aid and fiscal services departments have worked jointly to distribute close to $2.5 million in CARES Act funding. Grants between $125 and $500 were awarded to students based on the number of units they were enrolled in. In addition to that, our Student Life and Leadership Department has processed over 1,800 basic needs application and awarded over 900 grants in the form of Chromebooks, Best Buy vouchers, and grocery gift cards. Wow, great job. And thanks to the Citrus College Foundation, we awarded nearly $120,000 in scholarships on August 14th through a virtual scholarship event. A big shout out to the foundation. But that's not all. I'm so grateful to the Citrus College Foundation for their establishment of a new fundraising effort to support our students in need during this time of a remote environment. This spring, the foundation launched the PASS campaign with the goal of providing assistance for student success. We're grateful to those who have donated, and we encourage the continued support of our students through the PASS campaign. I'm pleased to note that the Office of Student Services has worked to transition almost all student support services to a virtual modality. Much like financial aid, the Counseling Program and Services Division has also been working hard to serve students. I'm proud to report that all counseling services have successfully transitioned online without interruption, including forums, individual and group counseling, and drop-in services. Our creative faculty and staff have also developed videos on a variety of topics, including the new registration process, how to use DegreeWorks, the placement process for English and math, and how to search for internships and jobs during COVID-19. What a great resource for our students. As a college, we are committed to the support and success of our students. And at Citrus College, it really starts at the top. Yes, each member of the Board of Trustees is dedicated to advancing the mission of Citrus College and ensuring the success of our students. In fact, I'd like to commend our Board of Trustees on the recent action they took on June 16th by passing a resolution affirming their commitment to address structural racism. With this resolution, the board has also called upon the college community to take measures to address structural racism by an assessment of the college's policies, plans, curriculum, the college environment, both inside and outside the classroom, student outcomes data, the college's recruitment, hiring, and promotion practices, the support services provided to students, and the training of the college community in regards to diversity, sensitivity, and cultural awareness. I'm pleased to note that in response to the board's resolution, the college has formed a task force on diversity, equity, and inclusion. This 29-member task force is chaired by 3 co-leads, Dr. Dana Hester, Ms. Nikki Shaw, and Dr. Lan Howe. Our task force has been meeting and has set forth a schedule for the year and is outlining a way forward in terms of their actions. Have a look at our screenshot of the new webpage on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Please be sure to visit it and learn more about the board resolution, the task force, and also to access some educational materials. I'm also pleased to mention another action by the members of the Board of Trustees. On April 7th, our board voted unanimously to approve the 2020-2030 Educational and Facilities Master Plan, also known as the EFMP. At close to 700 pages, this plan will guide the college's educational, student support services, technology, and facilities activities over the course of the next decade. Speaking of facilities, I'd like to mention another recent action by our board. On July 21st, after a careful review of the results from an external community survey and polling of a sample group of district voters, our Board of Trustees voted unanimously to place a $298 million facilities bond on the November ballot in support of advancing the new Educational and Facilities Master Plan. And at their board retreat this past Tuesday, the board reviewed an update from our COVID-19 work group. Our work group, comprised of over 20 members, was formed in March and has been meeting on a regular basis to review current information from the CDC, Governor, Chancellor's Office, and the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health. Their work will continue as they constantly monitor new updates and develop plans for an eventual reopening. Lastly, as regards our Board of Trustees, I'm proud to say that even our Board of Trustees has met the challenges presented by our new normal, and they have fully transitioned their meetings to an online platform. And they're getting more and more tech-savvy with each board meeting. I did notice that they seem to have a common new phrase: "You're muted, I can't hear you." My thanks to our Board of Trustees for their persistence and willingness to make it go right with the tools that are new to them. Well, as you can see, we've all been very busy keeping the college going and planning for the future. Speaking of the future, this past spring, a work group of 35 faculty, staff members, and students has been meeting regularly to develop the college's new strategic plan as we navigate toward the final phase of the current strategic plan, 2016-2021. Our new plan will set the stage for the future directions of the college. Our work will continue this academic year with the intent to produce a draft for your review in spring 2021. Be on the lookout. Aside from strategic planning, lots of activity has occurred across the entire college. Earlier, I noted some of the activities in student services. Now I'd like to ask our cabinet members to share some highlights from their areas. But before I do, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my biggest thanks on behalf of the entire college community and the Board of Trustees to Dr. Martha McDonald for her years of service to Citrus College. Dr. McDonald had a wide range of responsibilities and effectively championed the college's mission. We will surely miss her, and we wish her well in her new professional role. And I'm so grateful to Dr. Spohr for accepting the additional role of Interim Vice President of Student Services. He will surely be one very busy person. Speaking of Dr. Spohr, let's begin with his update. Welcome, Dr. Spohr.
Thank you, Dr. Perry. Academic Affairs and I appreciate this opportunity to share a few highlights with the college community. I'm pleased to begin with the good news of the growth of our dual enrollment program. During the 2019-2020 academic year, we offered 114 courses at area high schools. That's a 61% increase in sections this year versus last year. Our faculty, staff, and curriculum committee have been extremely busy, leading to the development of 46 new courses, including the introduction of construction management and Italian language courses. Also approved by the curriculum committee were new associate degrees for transfer, or ADTs, in child and adolescent development, environmental sciences, geography, and music. One of the highlights that I'm pleased to share is an institutional one. This past year, the college worked diligently to conduct a careful assessment of the accreditation standards and to prepare a draft institutional self-evaluation report. The draft is currently being reviewed and edited. In the fall, we will present the draft to the college community for input and then to our Board of Trustees for approval. I thank everyone who has contributed to the draft, and I look forward to presenting the final report to our trustees. As you might have guessed, these accomplishments are just snapshots of the great work of academic affairs and throughout the institution. As you know, we are so reliant upon technology these days that we would be lost without it. I'd like to call upon my colleague Bob Hughes, Chief Information Services Officer, to provide you with an update from his corner of the campus.
Thank you, Dr. Spohr. Believe it or not, I'm reporting to you today from the cloud, that magical place where everyone has been storing files, hosting video meetings, sending emails, and conducting classes since we transitioned to remote instruction in March. As you can imagine, I have been spending a lot of time here lately. The college's sudden transition to a remote learning environment meant that my team had to quickly identify and put into operation a variety of tools that would make remote work and remote learning possible. It's hard to believe that, before March, some of us had never heard of Horizon 1, FormStack, or Campus Logic, and let's not forget Zoom. But in no time at all, we have all become experts. Of course, I would like to think TEX had a little something to do with this. After all, we provided 20 training sessions to rapidly introduce Zoom to our faculty and staff back in March. And then there's Office 365. Our very own Lee Buchwald helped make this incredible resource available to all faculty and staff. If you haven't logged in yet, I encourage you to do so. You can download the latest versions of Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint to use on your home computer. Or you can edit and store documents up here with me in the cloud. You may be surprised to learn that transitioning to a remote environment wasn't the only thing TEX worked on last year. How many of you have downloaded the updated Citrus mobile app? This latest version was introduced in January, and since it went live, it has been downloaded more than 7,500 times. In fact, we have between 600 and 1,000 active users on the app every day. If you aren't one of these users, I encourage you to check it out today. There's so much more I could share with you: remote desktops, remote counseling sessions through SARS Anywhere, the availability of Adobe Creative Cloud, and the implementation of Wingspan Self-Service. As you can see, our current situation may be far from ideal, but the college continues to make technological progress. From all of us in TEX to everyone watching, thank you for your patience. We wish you good health in the weeks and months ahead. Now, I would like to call upon my colleague, Dr. Robert Samus, to share some of the updates from Human Resources.
Thank you for your report, Bob. Hello, and greetings to everyone watching today. Yes, some of you may know that I am a proud grandfather for a second time. I wanted to start with the baby's photo album, but I know my time will be cut if I do. It is my pleasure to share with you a few of our activities from the 2019-2020 academic year. Like everyone else on campus, HR staff had to act swiftly and adapt to working from home. One particularly critical function that has transitioned successfully is recruitment and interviews. We have been using Zoom technology to conduct interviews, and several members of the college community have participated in these interviews, and I thank them for their help. Another activity I'm happy to report is the new online professional development program that HR has implemented in collaboration with CSEA. Our shared goal is to provide professional development activities designed to improve our collective awareness of important issues. Some of the topics have included sexual harassment prevention, sensitivity awareness, boundary invasion, discrimination awareness in the workplace, and communication styles and skills. This professional development program is a great opportunity for classified employees to gain valuable insight and information. This year, Human Resources also had the opportunity to institute an employee support program called EASE. EASE, which stands for Employee Assistance Service for Education, is an assessment and brief counseling service for employees and their families. The program includes counseling and referral for personal concerns such as parenting, relationship difficulties, and balancing work and family life, information on managing constant change, prevention of workplace violence, and the impact of alcohol and drugs use on the job. Value-added services such as stress management workshops, anger management tutoring, and post-trauma debriefings. In addition, EASE provides consultation to managers and supervisors on dealing with emotional issues in the workplace. Before I conclude my report, I want to officially welcome all of the college's new and promoted employees. Once again, thank you for this opportunity to share. I hope you are all doing well and that we can be together on campus again soon. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Ms. Claudette Dane, Vice President of Finance and Administrative Services.
Wow, a new grandson. Congratulations and best wishes to you and your family, Robert. I would also like to echo your warm welcome to our new and promoted employees. Normally, we would find a fun and exciting way to spotlight all of you. However, this year's circumstances have prevented some of our usual antics. That said, I assure you that while this celebration may be different, your importance is not. I am certain you will play a significant role in the future of Citrus College. And now it is my pleasure to share several exciting developments with you today. As Dr. Perry mentioned, the college recently finalized its 2020 to 2030 Educational and Facilities Master Plan, or EFMP. What a major milestone. While the 2020 to 2030 EFMP will continue to position Citrus College as an exceptional institution of higher education, the same can be said of another recently finalized plan, our 2020 Sustainability Plan. In keeping with the college's integrated planning process, the Sustainability Plan was developed in concert with the goals of the newly adopted EFMP. The Sustainability Committee, working in conjunction with the Physical Resources Committee, developed the new 2020 plan, which will build upon proven goals in sustainability, including curriculum, green purchasing, transportation, waste management, energy efficiency, renewable energy, and the built environment. And speaking of sustainability, I am proud to announce that construction on the college's new solar photovoltaic, or PV, project has been completed. The solar PV construction project began in 2019 and included installation of columns, beams, and panels over the E2 and S2 parking lots next to the Student Services Building. These solar panels will provide a more efficient way for the college to meet its energy needs and advance its sustainability goals. But wait, there's more. I am also proud to announce a new project that will exemplify the college's sustainability and environmental values. Citrus College has partnered with Southern California Edison to provide 25 electric vehicle charging stations on campus, which will be located adjacent to automotive technology. This is just one of the many exciting projects Citrus College will be working on in the months ahead. I'm excited about what the upcoming year may bring. Thank you for allowing me to share these highlights with you today. Until we meet again, please stay healthy and stay safe.
Thank you, Vice President Dane. Wow. As you can see, we are truly moving ahead as an institution, and we won't be stopped by a virus. This past year has been one of many accomplishments. We developed new curriculum, made technological advancements, reached major planning milestones, introduced professional development and support programs, made accreditation progress, enhanced our online processes and support of our students, and established our new task force on diversity, equity, and inclusion. I want to thank each and every one of you for your contributions to our progress. I commend our faculty for their rapid transition to an online teaching platform, and I thank our staff and management team for quickly assuming their responsibilities in a remote work environment. I also commend those essential staff and faculty who have worked on campus in an effort to provide essential services. Lastly, I would like to thank you for the concern you have shown our students and for one another throughout this public health crisis and time of national unrest. It has been inspiring. I commend the resolve and passion you have brought to our conversations about diversity, equity, and inclusion. They are brave and laudable. As we look ahead to the new academic year, there's much to accomplish, and I look forward to working with all of you as we continue to guide our students toward academic success and college completion. Thank you for your time today. I wish you and your loved ones health and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Perry. We look forward to all of the exciting opportunities ahead of us. Thank you for your leadership. Okay, now it's time to welcome our new and promoted employees. Please note that names, photos, and biographies are all included in the program posted on the Convocation webpage. Let's start with our new managers. Victoria Dominguez, Dean of Mathematics and Business. Wade Ellis, Director of Fiscal Services. Stephen Fahey, Director of Financial Aid. Michelle Hernandez, Director of Disabled Student Programs and Services. Ernie Loera, Associate Director of Facilities and Construction, and Yvonne McCraven, Director of Continuing Education. Next, we have two new supervisors to introduce. Terry Adams, Career Technical Education Program Supervisor, and Cynthia Arrieta, Registrar. We also have three new faculty members joining Citrus College. First up, Martha Delgadillo. Martha Delgadillo joins us as a full-time nursing faculty member. She previously worked as a licensed vocational nursing instructor for the North Orange Regional Occupational Program at West Anaheim Medical Center, nursing instructor for West Coast University and Cerritos College, and was a school nurse and RN for several medical facilities. Welcome to the Citrus College community, Martha. Next, Lisa Kolber. Lisa Kolber served as an adjunct nursing instructor here at the college for 2 years and now joins us as a full-time faculty member. In addition to working at Citrus College, Lisa has been a registered nurse for more than 20 years and is certified in critical care, advanced cardiovascular life support, and basic life support for healthcare providers. Welcome back, Lisa, and congratulations on your new full-time role. And finally, Matthew Parsons. Matthew Parsons brings more than 2 decades of experience to his new role as a full-time information technology and information systems faculty member. He previously worked for City of Hope in a variety of positions, served 5 years in the U.S. Air Force Reserve, and was also an independent computer consultant. Welcome to the college, Matthew. We all look forward to meeting you in person. Next, we have 6 longevity recipients who are each celebrating 30 years at Citrus College. Mary Bronner. Mary Bronner has served as an instructor, assistant athletic director, and women's volleyball coach during her tenure at Citrus College. Though she has seen the college transform over the years, Mary says that the one thing that hasn't changed is the amazing faculty and staff who show the utmost dedication to their work. Congratulations, Mary. Dawn Dinelly. Dawn Dinelly always knew that Citrus College was the perfect place for her. As a lifelong Glendora resident, Dawn has been able to have a fulfilling career while maintaining a work-life balance. During her 30 years at the college, Dawn has held numerous positions before her current role as a senior buyer in purchasing warehouse. Congratulations, Dawn. Next, Faye Lopez. Faye Lopez currently serves as a Human Resources Technician 2 and previously held various positions in fiscal services. She has been an active member of the campus community and has served on a variety of committees. She humbly credits her colleagues for her successful career and is thankful for all the knowledge and expertise they have shared with her over the years. Congratulations, Faye. Next, Laura Shirtliff. Laura Shirtliff's secret to her successful career has been the love she has for her work, her colleagues, and the students. She has held a variety of positions and currently serves as a secretary in the health center. Laura says her years of experience have made her much wiser and happier, and she has learned not to sweat the small stuff. Great advice. Congratulations, Laura. Next, April Thompson. April Thompson credits Citrus College for giving her 2 of the greatest highlights in her life. The first was returning to school as an adult to earn her associate degree with highest honors. The second was becoming a full-time library and media technician too, after, as she puts it, failing miserably when she first applied for a part-time position. We are glad you got the job, April, and congratulations. And lastly, Ralph Tippins. Ralph Tippins remembers when each discipline at the college had only 1 or 2 computers, and every classroom had slate chalkboards. He has served in various roles during his tenure and says that meeting his wife at Citrus College has clearly been the highlight of his time here. And because he couldn't help himself, he follows that with, "At least that's what I was told to say." Congratulations, Ralph. We also have colleagues celebrating 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5 years at the college. I'll give you a few moments to read their names. Their photos are also in the Convocation program.
I saw you last night and got that old feeling. When you came in sight, I got that old feeling. The moment that you danced by, I felt a thrill. And when you caught my eye, my heart stood still.
Once again I seem to feel that old yearning, and I knew the spark of love was still burning.
Please enjoy this quick video to honor all of our colleagues celebrating their longevity. We also have 23 new and promoted classified staff members. Their photos are also in the Convocation program.
Still in my heart. Da-da-da-ba-da-da-da-bo-di-di-da. Do-do-ay-ya-di-ya-dan-do-ay. Di-do-ee-di-ya-do-ah-da-day-di-ya. Do-da-ya.
Now, please enjoy our next video to honor all of our new and promoted colleagues. let's give a big round of virtual applause to our faculty, managers, and supervisors, our new and promoted classified staff, and our longevity recipients. You're pretty good, huh? Hey, you are too. I'm hearing you all the way from your homes and your virtual offices. You know, speaking of your homes and virtual offices, I know that it's been a tradition the last few years on Convocation that I kind of get you all up on your feet and do a little exercise to get your day started, you know, your blood pumping. But I thought this year we'd do something a little bit different. And it all revolves around threes, because there's a saying, all good things come in threes. So I'm going to show you 3 things that will help you reduce stress. Not that any of you have had any stress the last few months. Okay, the first one is a breathing exercise. We call this a Pilates breath. We learn it when I teach Pilates. And it's very important because you need to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth very slowly and deeply. Okay, so let's practice this. We're going to take a big, slow breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And again, in through our nose and out through our mouth. And all good things come in threes. So let's do one more, nice and slow. Isn't that marvelous? I call it the 3 cleansing breaths, right? So also, I bet you're feeling a little bit of tightness, especially in the upper shoulder area. So let me show you a couple stretches that can help with that. Now, I know this area behind my neck is quite a problem area for me, and I suspect it may be for some of you at home as well. So normally we take our hand up and we stretch the back of our neck. Most of us know how to do this, right? Stretch. But we need to remember that muscles stretch best when they're like rubber bands. So we need to have the muscle go in 2 different directions at the same time to get the maximum stress. So let's take our hand behind our head again, right? And for that stretch, I now want you to pull down on your neck, but also reach with your free hand. Reach strong away from your neck. Oh, that feels so good. It feels so much better, right? Try it on the other side. Take your hand behind your head. Give a nice little stretch down there, and then reach, reach, reach. So now that muscle's feeling like that. Feels so good, right? How many times do you do it? 3. And here's our final one. I call this the pizza stretch because the imagery of a pizza oven will really help you. And also, pizza has been my go-to food for stress the last few months. So I love it. So you're going to take your free hand and put it here, like I do on my kitchen table. That's my home desk. And you're going to create like an oven, right? And then you're going to take your free hand and you're going to serve a pizza. So your palm is up. And then just serve it straight down through the oven. And then lower your shoulder down toward your desk or your table. Oh, that feels so good. Other side, create that oven. Grab your pizza. And then serve it. Nice and bubbling hot. Oh, that feels so good. And good things come in threes. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please be sure to log on to the general session Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. And also, don't forget the Academic Senate meeting begins at 11:30 a.m. I'll see you at 10 a.m. And everybody, let's have a great academic year.